everyone. Came Cho. I am Riddhi Singhai and I am an entrepreneur, founder of Tintbox, a brand, a purposeful brand that is into sustainable and stylish products. I am the mother of a 12-year-old and here I am. Maybe you guys would have seen us on Shark Tank, me, my co-founder, my father. Recently we were featured and I am here not to actually share what Tinbox is or what we exactly are doing, but वहाँ तक की journey कैसी रही? How did we lead to there? And for that matter, even here, this is also a dream for me that I'm standing here and talking to you all. So I think that is what I am here to talk about. So let me just start with my journey. Where do I belong? I was born in a small town called Pratapgarh in Rajasthan. उसके बाद 5 years I was in Ahmedabad. फिर मेरे पापा की पोस्टिंग हुई देहरादून, so I was there. देहरादून से my dad, he was in ONGC actually, so we shifted to Assam. So 3 years we were there. Then we shifted to Ankleshwar. Ankleshwar से I did my 10th and 12th. And उसके बाद while my job, मेरी training लगी कोलकाता. Then I got shifted to Chennai. Chennai से I got married to Mumbai. Mumbai to I was in Bangalore. Bangalore से currently I am in Gurgaon. So basically I have been to so many places that I do not know where I belong. But एक चीज़ पक्की है that my heart belongs to Gujarat. बहुत सालों तक मैं कंफ्यूज रही। मुझे कोई भी पूछता था आप कहाँ के हो, तो मुझे समझ नहीं आता था बिकॉज़ कल्चरली आई हैव सीन सो मेनी कल्चर्स, सो मेनी प्लेसेस कि मुझे समझ ही नहीं आता था मैं कहाँ बिलॉन्ग करती हूँ। Until few years back, I realized that I belong to a different world, the world of startups, the world of entrepreneurs. That is a world जहाँ पे ना दिन है, ना रात है, ना सुबह है, ना शाम है, ना कोई breaks, ना कोई weekends. You just keep on working and working, and that is the place I belong. So, I mean, how did this all happen? Because I am actually an IT engineer. But after that, मैंने ये कैसे करी? I'll take you through my childhood, a little through my childhood. बचपन में I was always a very, very, sincere child. There was something that happened in my childhood after this, which completely changed how I am. Obviously sincere, but made me even more sincere and more responsible. So while I was in grade 7, as I told you कि मैं हर चीज़ में बहुत एक्टिव थी, डांस में, सिंगिंग में. सो हम आई वाज इन डीपीएस और एवरी फ्राइडे वी यूज्ड टू हैव दिस इवेंट जिसमें कॉम्पिटिशन होता था, स्पीच, डांस, ड्राइंग. एंड बाय द एंड ऑफ द ईयर आई रियलाइज कि मैं ज़्यादातरों में या तो सेकंड आई हूँ या थर्ड आई हूँ. आई डिडंट कम फर्स्ट इन एनी ऑफ देम, मोस्ट ऑफ देम. एंड आई वाज वेरी अपसेट बिकॉज हमारे प्रिंसिपल सिर्फ फर्स्ट को प्राइज देते थे. सो देन आई टोल्ड माय फादर, मैंने बोला पापा प्लीज़ आप प्रिंसिपल को जाके बोलो सारे स्कूल्स में तो सेकंड और थर्ड का भी प्राइज़ मिलता है, इतनी मेहनत करी कम से कम सिल्वर और ब्रॉन्ज ही मिल जाए. सो माय डैड वेंट एंड ही स्पोक टू द प्रिंसिपल कि सर सारे स्कूल्स में मिलता है सिल्वर ब्रॉन्ज मेडल, तो आपको भी देना चाहिए. देन ही सेड वन थिंग, ही सेड दुनिया में सिर्फ फर्स्ट की जगह है. इफ शी रियली वांट्स, then she has to work harder, she has to be more determined, she has to ace it and make sure that next year she comes first in most of them. And that somewhere was a turning point. Next year, I worked even harder. I was all the more determined. And I came first in most of the competitions. Not only did I come first, I also got an award for receiving maximum awards. So, that is where determination is. That is what determination is. Focus is. एक साल पहले तक जो second, third तक आने में I was happy. Next year, I worked so hard to come first, and that is what focus is. Entrepreneurship में the most important thing is rule one. You have to be very, very determined. You have to be very focused, and you can never give up. So that is what I learned, and once I learned, it is till date with me, that has survived with me. So that was a very, game-changing incident that happened to me during school. Now during my 12th, आजकल तो आप लोग को फिर भी बहुत आइडिया है, what you want to do in life. पहले तो हम लोग को सिर्फ इंजीनियर या डॉक्टर ही समझ में आता था, कुछ ज़्यादा समझ में नहीं आता था. My dad still realized that I was very, very good at design. I was very good at creating things, So he told me कि बेटा NID में आप जाकर और you do pursue a degree there. But somewhere, I got into the rat's race. I said नहीं नहीं IT करती हूँ. IT engineering का boom था, let me just pursue that. So when I look back, I feel that if I was to change something, a decision, I think that is very important that you should follow your passion. You should know what you are good at. Because right now, somewhere destiny has again put me into design, creating a lot of new things. But the entire journey would have been so much easier अगर मैंने उस समय अपने दिल की सुनी होती. So I'll advise all of you sitting here कि अपने दिल की सुनो. You all should know कि अंदर क्या है. What is the passion that you are living for? What is that passion? And once you listen to that, that is what you need to do because वहाँ पर you can ace. Getting back to my journey, I took up IT. I was good there also. Had a very good CGPI. Got placed in the first placement company that came TCS में. Got placed there. उस समय तो ऐसा लगा कि अब तो मतलब I have climbed the Everest. सब कुछ मिल गया है. पेरेंट्स ने जॉब के लिए भेजा था, प्लेसमेंट हो गया है और जीवन में बचा क्या है? आई मीन दैट इज व्हाट द थॉट प्रोसेस वाज. Little did I know that this was the start of a very, very arduous journey. Something that I had not even thought of when I started working in TCS. I was working there as a Java coder. I got married after that, had a kid, but I was never satisfied doing, what I was doing. जैसे कि हर एक की लाइफ में एक पर्पस होता है एंड ऑलवेज आई फेल्ट दैट दिस वाज नॉट व्हाट आई वाज मेड फॉर. Coding is not something, I was good at it, but it was not fulfilling for me. It was not my purpose in life, which is what then I took a short break. I thought कि चलिए एक ब्रेक लेते हैं. I'll raise my child for some time and I'll also figure out कि मुझे क्या चाहिए लाइफ में, what is the purpose of my life. That is when I've always been very creative, as I told you. I pursued a hobby, which is clay modeling, which is sculpting, because I've always loved creating. So that used to give me a lot of, satisfaction कि मैं कुछ create कर रही हूँ. I'm creating some model, something sculpting or something. In that process, I got connected with the nature also a lot. And I started reading about sustainability, environment, and, global warming, a lot of those. And I realized that प्लास्टिक हमारे एनवायरनमेंट को कितना हार्म कर रहा है, एनवायरनमेंट के साथ हमारी बॉडीज को. देयर इज नथिंग कॉल्ड सेफ प्लास्टिक. बीपीए फ्री भी जो बोलते हैं दैट इज ऑल्सो वेरी हार्मफुल. जो बनाने के लिए जो केमिकल्स डालते हैं दैट इज ऑल्सो वेरी वेरी हार्मफुल फॉर अस. सो आई डिसाइडेड कि मैं अपने किचन का सारा प्लास्टिक हटाऊंगी एंड आई विल शिफ्ट टू सेफर ऑल्टरनेटिव्स, विच इज व्हेन वी शिफ्टेड टू ग्लास प्रोडक्ट्स. एंड जब ग्लास पे शिफ्ट हुए उनके ब्रेकेज से मैं काफ़ी परेशान हो गई. And I was very frustrated. I thought I didn't want to shift to steel also because obviously glass looks very, very modern. It looks good. So I was in search for better products. I was in search for a brand which was more aspirational, which looked better. जब मुझे कुछ नहीं मिला, I thought, why not I create something like that. So then I went to my husband. I shared this idea with him. I told him, and he was aligned to, what I said. He said, yes, a brand like that is missing in the market. I went up to my parents and I asked them कि ये idea है and what do you think about this idea? Should I do something like that? तो there was something my mom told me, जो आज भी मेरे जहन में है. She told me कि she saw that passion in me. She felt that the idea was very convincing कि एक ऐसी brand बनाई जा सकती है इंडिया में. And she said one thing, बेटा तू तो बस शुरू कर, अगर नहीं बिकेगा ना मैं घर घर जाके बेच दूंगी, तू शुरू कर. And I think that was that motivation that all of us, all entrepreneurs need. हम लोग क्या होते हैं, edge पे होते हैं. पानी है, we don't know how deep it is. Should we jump? I don't know how to swim. But we need someone to nudge us, to push us. कि ठीक है, तू कूद जा. And that is exactly what my mom did. And I'm so thankful to her that she did it to me. And उन्होंने मुझे धक्का मार दिया पानी में. And on top of that, when I looked at my father, कि पापा क्या करूं? Should I start this? He acted like my float. He said, Beta, can I be your co-founder? Oh my God, for me, for a daughter, अपने पापा का co-founder होने से ज़्यादा अच्छा, I don't think a daughter can get a better co-founder than her dad. And I've been so lucky that उस पानी में कूदने के बाद, as a float, I got my father, and together, with my vision, my energy, my father's experience, that age and my age, we complement each other so much that we were able to build Tinbox. It was just a dream But how do I actually put it to reality? That was the question. So that was a huge struggle. I researched the market, the US market, वहाँ क्या है जो इंडिया में नहीं है, इंडिया में क्या है जो हम और फिक्स कर सकते हैं, जिसको बेटर कर सकते हैं. आफ्टर a lot of research, you know, I, I came up with an idea कि मेरा प्रोडक्ट ऐसा लगना चाहिए, which was a glass lunch box, which would not break, which would be very, very convenient to use. So then I could visualize कि मेरा प्रोडक्ट ऐसा लगेगा. But I did not even know a single designer जो मुझे हेल्प करेगा उसको आर्टिकुलेट करने में. आफ्टर अ लॉट ऑफ बहुत ढूंढने के बाद मुझे एक डिज़ाइनर मिले ऑस्ट्रेलिया में जिसकी हेल्प से आई स्टार्टेड डिज़ाइनिंग द प्रोडक्ट्स. एंड देन वी फाउंड समबडी हु कुड मोल्ड आवर प्रोडक्ट्स. प्रोटोटाइप क्रिएट किया. बहुत ज़्यादा मोल्डिंग, प्रोटोटाइपिंग, टेस्टिंग के बाद वी केम अप विद द फर्स्ट प्रोडक्ट आफ्टर 2 to 3 years. सो इट वाज़ अ लॉन्ग लॉन्ग जर्नी. द जर्नी इज सच कि जब आपके पास सिर्फ विजन होता है ना, आपको रियल एवरीबडी अराउंड यू विल कीप ऑन आस्किंग ये कर क्या रही है, मतलब व्हाट इज शी इवन ट्राइंग टू डू इन लाइफ, बिकॉज इट इज जस्ट अ विजन, यू हैव नॉट ब्रॉट इट टू रियलिटी. सो इट इज गोइंग टू बी टफ. It's not going to be easy thereafter, but you have to believe in yourself. You have to stay focused. And this path that you take, you should not compare yourself, I feel, with anybody for that matter. See, I started this in 2018. Maybe somebody started in 2018, वो हो सकता है आज यूनिकॉर्न हो, right? But there would be so many out there जो कि fail हो गए. So it is your journey. You have to live it, and you do not have to look at the people who are around you, but just look at your destination, your goal, and I'm sure you will be able to achieve it. So that is what I have learned from there. Having said that, we saw a lot of lows. Obviously, जब आप प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च करते हो, इट गोज ऑन Amazon, आपको पॉजिटिव रिव्यूज मिलते हैं, नेगेटिव रिव्यूज मिलते हैं. एवरीबडी हैज मल्टीपल थिंग्स टू से. देयर वर टाइम्स वेर इन प्रोडक्ट आया, सही सैंपल नहीं आया, आई लिटरली फेल्ट लाइक बैंगिंग माई हेड ऑन द वॉल. आई फेल्ट लाइक क्विटिंग. But I think it was my father who kept me held there, that no, just stay positive. So that's the biggest thing that being an entrepreneur has taught me to be consistent and to be very positive, because that is the only thing that is going to take you a long way. Soon after our products, लोगों को इतने पसंद आए that we even spotted our products with celebrities, a lot of them. And all of them were organic spotting. So when you see those highs also happening in your startup, I think, then it motivates you to keep going. And we just kept on going. And recently, like when we got featured in Shark Tank, I think that was the eureka moment for us. And I mean, I would say ki it's never easy. The entire journey is very arduous. But if I were to be asked, would I do it again? I would say 100 times over. My advice to you all is not to demotivate you, but unless you're very sure that this is what you want to do, this is where you see yourself, and you will not be a quitter. You will stay positive. Please do not take this up, because it is only for those who do not quit, who are very determined, who are very, very focused, who are very hardworking. For that matter, I am a mother to a 12-year-old, and I wake up at 4 in the morning every day just to make ends meet. I can be stronger than ever. I am a multitasker, and I believe in myself that I can do it. I can do it better than anybody else. I can ace it. So yes, I'd like to say that this inner cosmos is all within ourselves. We need to figure out our passions, our dreams, bring that particular dream that you are very sure about, that particular passion to life, and then just ace it, because then the outer cosmos is also going to support you. पूरी कायनात जुड़ जाती है आपको वहाँ तक पहुँचाने के लिए. And here I am today. Thank you so much, everyone.